What were we at? Oh, these boomer women who have nothing left in their life except some internet clout off some YouTube shit, and it's pathetic. It's really pathetic. You know what? I've been getting bugged by this fucking Redstone chick lately, and I'm just tired of it. You know what? I was being nice to you, so now I'm gonna have to make fun of you. You know, you put yourself off as this badass, tough ass soldier. You know, you're this like soldier lady who done infantry in Desert Storm, which I find it highly questionable. I mean, let's be honest, the Desert Storm War didn't last very long. The Air Force kind of won that war to begin with. So I'm just kind of tired of you going around saying, you need to pull up yourself by your bootstraps, soldier. Soldier. Like, okay, like, you want a cookie because you cleaned some toilets at Desert Storm? Is that what you want? You're not getting some cookies from me. I'll tell you that right now. You know, you're not. You're not special. You're not a unique, special butterfly. You know, you're a grunt. And I don't believe you were in combat. Sorry, not sorry. You know, ladies weren't allowed in combat until what? Recently? But anyway. So anyway, she goes around as this expert and like military documentation, all this other bullshit. She was on the stand talking about like the discharge papers. I don't even think you know what you're talking about half the time. Talking about this like documentation shit. Like, who made you the fucking expert? You know what? I'm just tired of these people that were in the military and they drove like trucks, you know? They drove a truck, they cleaned a toilet, and they have to like embellish their military career to make them sound like they're this like hero, like they're Captain in fucking America, and you're not Captain fucking America. You know, you drove a fucking truck, okay? You drove a fucking truck. These are usually the people that you'll find on these YouTube channels for stolen valor, where they're like saying they're like SEALs and shit. They're like Delta Infantry Force. You know, they did Halo jumps into Somalia. And then you find out that they just cleaned toilets or did some kitchen duty. You know, just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. I don't care about your fucking military career, okay? Redstone, I don't care. You're not above the American citizens, okay? You signed up for service, so that means you're a soldier, okay, soldier? You don't get to be above American citizens because that's a two-class system. It's a privilege and an honor to serve in the military. It is not a way to boost yourself up in a career or make yourself better than the actual citizens of the country. Okay? You're stupid. Okay? You're stupid. You're just like any of these stolen valor people. You think you're special. You think you're above everybody. You're not. You're not. Okay? You're just some boomer chick who has nothing in her life except some fucking internet shit on YouTube. And then you're stalking some poor homeless man named the Lightning Tiger. You know, you're calling up the jail. You know, calling up the jail all the time, trying to get information, and then you guys don't even care about law enforcement. You're calling up that jail, causing stress on the the staff at the jail. So I don't want to hear about this thin blue line supporting bullshit. You guys don't support the thin blue line. You don't care about the police. All you care about is making your phone calls to the jail and terrorizing poor staff at the jail so you can get a little bit of information about the Lightning Tiger. You guys are sickening. You're sick. Sickos. Just straight up sick people. I don't like you. I never will like you. And I know some of you people got this like behind the scenes drama shit where you guys like call each other up and you're like, hey, I'm going to hate you today. And then you can hate me tomorrow. And then we'll act like we're doxing each other. Then we don't dox each other, but then we do dox each other. And then we'll act like we hate each other for a week. I can tell you right now, I don't like you at all. I will never like you. And I can promise everybody in this chat, everybody in that drama sphere, there will be no truce. I will never like you. I will always despise you because you make me sick. Okay? You make me sick. I actually, when I think about you, I want to vomit into a bag. A literal bag. Because you people are pathetic. You have nothing except YouTube. You suck at life. You're always going to suck at life. And this is me being a tough dad to you right now. You know? I'm just saddened at the fact that you guys are just on here all the time crying and whining about some Lightning Tiger that you donated money to him. You donated the money to him. You fell for the scam. That's on you, bro. Don't donate any money to anybody unless you want to, unless you're going to miss it. Oh, Redstone, are you here? You angry. You asked for it, Redstone. You asked for it. Now you're getting it. Enjoy it. Take it all in. You're not special. You'll never be special. Why don't you go jump on a panel and act like you're the expert in military shit? You're the only one who's expert at military shit is Kevin. If I need to know anything about the military, I'm going to ask Kevin. I'm never going to ask you because you're stupid. But anyway, these Lightning Tiger people are obsessed. They're picking on this poor man. And I made a solemn vow. I was like, man, I'm going to be here to support men. Whether they're gay, whether they're bisexual, whatever, bro. I don't give a fuck. And then I found myself attacking this poor Lightning Tiger guy because these like group of boomer women hated him. And then I find out in the Discord that these boomer women are just as worse or even bad than the lightning tiger guy. You know, at least you know what you're getting with the lightning tiger guy. These other people, they're just fake. You know, fake people. You know, living a lie. They're all poor, acting like they don't need money, and then they're on here on YouTube begging for some money. You're pathetic. Redstone, you will always be pathetic. That's why you're in the chat, because you're triggered, because you know you're pathetic. Why don't you go clean some toilets and go embellish your military career, okay? Go do that. We don't give a fuck over here. You know who wins wars in the military? Let me spell it out for you. Actually, I'm not going to spell it out because you still won't be able to get the word. You know who fights the wars? You know who fights the enemies? Guess who fights the enemies? Men do. That's right. Men have always fought in the wars. You have not. Go clean a toilet. And that's all I got for you, Redstone. So shut the fuck up. You dumb boomer.